Hey, how's it going? It's Liv, and today we're going to be looking at um, doing some meta programming, and more specifically, we want to automatically generate bindings to C code that we can use from Python. So we're going to be doing this with ctypes. There are other ways to do it. There are other ways to do how do you call it, an FFI, a foreign function interface. There are different ways to do it in Python, but the one way I know like more or less well is ctypes. And I wouldn't say I know it well, but I have some reference code for ctypes, so it's something I can actually get done like right now. And so let's do it. Anyhow, first off, this whole doing generating code or automatically generating these bindings, it might seem like too hard a task, but actually not with the tools currently at my disposal. So I'm just going to show you a little bit of what these tools are. Okay, so first off, if you've been following this channel for any length of time, then you likely know that I have these things I call langdevs, and basically they are Perl modules. Okay, and what do these Perl modules contain? Well, just a bunch of stuff so that I can detect that a file is indeed a source file for a given language. Not strictly necessary, but no, just good to have. And then lists of keywords, and then a list of patterns. For instance, used for function declarations. It's actually pretty simple. And then we might have some functions for doing, in this case, a hierarchical sort of the resulting parse tree, because the reason, not the original reason, but nowadays the practical reason for having these language definitions is we want to use them within a parser, and that part of the job is already done. If I show you a little example here in auth, if we go into file SBL, and this is a function that will give us function declarations within a given file, what do? We just create the parser with the given language definition, accessing it from the lang module itself. So if we are using the language definition for C, then we can just say lang C, and that will give us those language definitions. And we can fit that into a parser and use that for what? For parsing a file. So, we couldn't really pass the file for execution, but we can pass the file for code analysis, or at least some bare bones code analysis, or just grabbing some data from the source. In this case, we are just grabbing data. What are we doing? We're just finding the symbols in the parse tree that's generated by basically these calls over here. Okay, so that generates our parse tree, and we get all of that. And well, let's try pointing that function at a file. Okay, so I'm going to open. I already have it right here. Okay, so we're going to read actually a short. Let's go with a shorter file just to get this done now. So let's see. Okay, so we have 3 functions in here. Okay, a very simple stuff to read. Okay, and so it has to give us the return type, in this case none, the name of the function, and then the list of arguments together with the types. Okay, so that's basis of what we need in order to create the binding. More or less, it's all we need to generate it. And this has to give us this for these 3 functions, and I already tested this, so unless I have ruined something, it should give us the correct result. So let's just run that. Okay, and there we go. Okay, so we have here our 3 functions, just exactly as they are, and with this information we can just do the thing that we want to do, right? So okay, it's just getting the metadata for the functions. That's already easy enough. Okay. So now the question is, how do we how do we go from having that metadata, converting it into a Python module that just brings on those functions? Well, I have a working example here, and it's not something I thought of for this video. It's just something I had laying around, and I just thought of it. And it's actually in OVLIV, and this would be the lie tools in it. Okay. So there's a lot of boilerplate in here that's unrelated, so just, never mind that. But we are interested in this particular bit, okay? So first and foremost, we can do this in a pretty straightforward way, right? So, we can just do the wrapping of the C function with a simple call, right? So it's quite minimal what we actually have to do. So most of the work is going to be converting the names of the types into type names that ctypes can recognize, which it's not all that difficult actually. So I can get into doing that probably right about now. So let's just do. Okay. So I know I have this file over here, so c2pl, and what this is doing basically is doing this exact same work, but for c2perl, right? Like it says here. So the one thing I want to copy here is this bit here, the sim tab, right? Because we, in order to do this effectively, we do have to create a shared object from the files that we want to be interfacing with. And so, there are many ways you could do this, but the way I would prefer to is to just, just have all the headers I want, all the source files I want, generate a shared object from that, and and just bring that in. So yeah, that's what we're going to do with Betis. Okay. Now let me just see for a second. Because I don't quite remember what the lib thread is supposed to be. So the right c2pl. Yeah, just a second. Yeah, save this. Yes. Because I know that I have this in a setup script somewhere, but I can't remember which one. Let's see. Oh, right cpl boy. Okay. Okay, here we go. Because here I would get. Okay, no. This is not correct still. Wait. Okay, so it's just the names of the libraries. All right. So it's just a reference to an array with the names of the libraries. That's simple. Okay. No problem. Okay, we can do. So c2pl and a file handle. Okay, all right. So I just want to sort of copy this the structure, because these code generator functions that I already have, I prefer to have them more or less conform to the same rules, just because. Okay. So I know I have some emitter tools for C, but I don't remember where they are. Let me just look for them real quick. Okay, no, this is too far. Oh well, I do have to break up this module into more parts, because it's way too much as it is now. Way too much. Okay, so here we have some C stuff, but not quite what I'm looking for. Okay, so let's just do C list. All right, so this is okay. So here we are. All right, this is for headers. Okay, because there's a lot of boilerplate that goes into a C header, so I just move it into a function so I don't have to write it every time. And that's basically what, you know, like if not defined, such and such. Right, so simple shit. But here we're not going to be necessarily generating a C header. What we are going to be generating is a Python module, right? So okay. Well, okay. Let's just okay. So I'm going to slap it somewhere around here. Okay, and then I'll have to organize this better. Okay. Let's just say pi to C, or actually C to pi. And I'm going to need the wrap cpl, because there is I want to follow more or less the formula for this. We do need a directory, because we have to create this module somewhere. The file name itself, right? So the name of the module I want to create, and the sub taking a file handle plus some arguments, and then right, so the author and all that stuff. Okay, that's fine. And okay, let's just copy and paste this, and I'll think about the details later. So C to pi, and we just copy and paste, and this would be sub wrap cpi. I would say cpi boil. Now this naming convention is terrible. I should change it, but I'm going to do it later. Okay. Anyhow, we want to get it done. Okay. All right. So we do have to pass this directory relative to the project root. All right, it's fine by me. Okay, so we want to generate the note. All right. Yeah, and the note is just, you know, like a slap that says this piece of boilerplate was generated by r/automat, which is just, you know, a way to say I did it, right? Okay. Okay, and here is the boilerplate section. I don't think we are going to have any of that. So I'm just going to comment this out. And I suppose just print the notice right up. Okay. Oh wait, I'm now that I think about it. Reply boil. I am going to have a little piece of boiler, okay? Because I do want to have at least the shebang line, right? So that I can run this as a script. I'm not necessarily going to make it executable, but you know, just because it's nice to have that, so that it will be recognized as a Python file, despite having or not having the extension. So, you know, I make sure that it has the extension, and I also make sure that it has the shebang, just because. So, okay, let's see. Okay, so we are going to put the node somewhere. Okay, that's fine. All right, so just a sec. and I am not going to be having to close the boilerplate. At least I don't think so. So I'm just going to do that like that. Oops. I want oh no, just this and the name. Yeah, okay. Okay, there we go. Okay, so ctype boil, and what are we taking? We're taking a name, and open close. Okay, so actually close. Let's say closed. Okay. So we are not actually going to be using this one, but just because it's the convention for this particular module. Okay, it is outdated, but I'll just deal with it for now. And for now, I'm just going to return the node, just in place this. And oh yeah, right, this and the shebang. Okay. User bin Python, and that's a wrap. Okay, good. And the node should include a new line, but I'm just going to add another one myself. Okay. All right. It's just going to be that. Okay. So the name and stuff doesn't matter. Yeah, you know, just to have it already there, and then, you know, if I decide I want to start slapping boilerplate, open and close boilerplate on all Python, on all generated Python modules, I can just do it at a later date. Okay, all right. So I don't remember why I was slapping the notice this way, but just, I suppose, because I want to choose where it goes within the boilerplate section. And this way it's easier to do. It's easier to do that. So okay, and then we just call whichever function fills out the body of the module, and that function in this case is going to be this ctype, which is basically just generate ctypes boilerplate for this particular list of functions. Okay. So the first thing I'm going to need for this particular task is a type con. Okay. So what is a type con? A type converter. Okay. Because it's the same types, but because people are stupid, they don't agree on what the names are, right? So for instance, you know, if I want a char, I have to say what? ctypes char, right? Something like that. And I actually have a good reference file for this kind of stuff. So let's go back to obliv, light tools, and I want pyziac.py. And I typed the name wrong. Okay. Let's try that again. So dot obliv light tools and pyziac.py. There we go. Okay. So, oh, C int 8. All right. Okay, so this naming convention is not that bad. My translation is actually the one that's bad. That's fine. So okay, we do get pointer, and I'm guessing that if I want to say pointer, I have to double wrap this. I'm not sure. We'll see. Okay. So I could slap this thing within its own function just to be nice. I guess it is what I should do. For now, let's just play nice, okay? So what I'm gonna do, just first and foremost, I want to see what's within the symbol table. I don't quite remember. It should give me a list of a symbol metadata from the table itself. But you know, just because I don't remember, let's just check it. So okay, for my key at keys tab. Just real quick, let's just see what we have here. Oops. All right. Okay. So I'm just going to call it. How should I call it? Oh, but doing this, it's going to try and regenerate the. Going to try to regenerate this, so I don't want to do that. Just so I can skip. And not. Okay. So that I can skip the regeneration of the shared object. Okay, so I'm not going to be doing that just yet. Okay. Okay. All right. So let's open up another file here. I'm just going to use this file because it's what I've been using for a very long time. And yeah, I just leave it as it is, and let's just call ctypes, and it doesn't matter because I'm not writing to a file yet, so I don't have to provide this little bit. And so let's just do the surname. I guess it would be Lycon, and let's take it should be just set. Okay, and I actually do have to set the project root, and that's easy. That's just all path. Okay, or is it? Well, I suppose yes. So let's just say switch there. Let's just alt root and ch the alt root. Okay. And okay, and let's see what happens. And I actually do need to update first. Okay. All right. So we get an array for each one of these. So let's see what those arrays have. Okay. Just formatting in here a little, okay? All right. So that should be about that. Okay, let's see. Okay. All right, and so we have we have the type, we have name, type, so return type, and then list. I would guess this is list of names, and the other one is list of something else. We'll see. So let's do this once again. Okay, and I want to print that out. Our type. Yeah, this is just because I want to see what the. I want to understand the data before I try and solve the problem, right? Because basically what I have to do is a conversion from the data as I have it within the symbol table I have to convert this into a Python module that's basically calling a wrapper function. Yeah, you could call it a wrapper function, I guess. But it's that function I showed you, which basically says, okay, take from this library this function with this return type and taking these types of arguments, right? So it's a data transformation task that we have to do. It basically every program is just that, but more so in this case. And so I want to see what the data is before I try and think how I'm going to solve that problem. Okay, so yeah, just explaining that. So okay, I guess I'm not going to map this after all. I'm just going to be shifting. So let's say R0 and R1. Okay, it's just print. Oh, actually, yes, I'm going to map, but not the way I thought I would. Okay, that's fine. Let's do R0, right? And again, we just want to print the args out. I guess I could combine the two, maybe. Tempting, but no, I'm not gonna. Let's just do it the old-fashioned way. Okay. And let's separate these with just straight up line like so, and that should be about enough. Okay. Do that. Okay. All right. So it's a type and name. Okay. That's easy to remember. All right. So it would be then arg types, arg names, right? So now what we have to do actually I guess what I would like is to for every library that we create, I would like to have it wrapped inside of a class. Not because I particularly like classes, but just because, you know, it is more or less the way you're supposed to do it in order for a Python module to play nice, you know. Like, so yeah, it's a pain in the ass, but like, yeah, it is the way it is, right? So languages, you know, they turn towards one or another paradigm, more or less, and so you kind of have to follow that way. Now Python is multi-paradigm, that is true, but yeah, it is about classes, you know, don't fuck with me. It is about classes. Everything is a fucking object in Python. So it is about classes, and so we have to use classes, okay? So all right, we already have our data, so we just say a fun name. Actually, let's just get this as a reference, and why not just call it data, and I'll just shift from data, and oops, data, not date. Okay, all right, slightly easier to read. Okay, all right, so we need to do conversions of these types. All right, so I already know that string is going to be char star, right? So ctype. Okay, I think I'm going to use the ctypes names just to save time, because else I have to, yeah, because else I have to import this everywhere. And, Like, this is not code you're going to be interfacing with directly, right? Like that, the idea of generating this boilerplate is that you would never have to write ctypes code by hand again. That's the idea, right? And so I want to be, I want to respect that idea because it is a fine idea. I do think though that I guess some of these functions I do want to maybe generate these functions, maybe expose them somewhere, or just, I don't know. Because these two utility calls for dealing with seed strings are actually kind of useful. Like they save you, like, it's a one-liner, but yeah. Maybe this is something we can just inline or whatever. Now, I don't quite remember how structures work, but I also have some reference code for that. So, I can then look for that later. But we'll get into structures later on. For now, I guess that integral types, floats, obviously, and void pointers and strings. Yeah, that's good enough. If we can like pass around basic data types, that's good enough for like 90% of the kind of work that we would ever do. And I mean, honestly, if you're interfacing between two different languages, like using the more primitive types you can for that communication, it's probably the best idea. No, like there are some exceptions, right? If you want to, if you're trying to do closures, like passing a function pointer around, yeah, like you're gonna have to think about that one more, a little bit more. But if you're just passing arrays around, yeah, just use basic types and fuck off. You know. So anyhow, let's do the type conversion. So I'm going to say pi typecon. And you're going to pass me a type. Okay. And this is because the original typecon function, it already exists. And basically what this is doing is taking ctypes, so not ctypes, the Python module, but ctypes meaning the types in C, right? So this is taking primitive types in C and just rewriting them as basically these things. So it's very minimal, the replacement we're doing, right? So rather than say char pointer, we say string, and rather than saying white char t pointer, we say white string, right? So basic use. And for some reason, we have to replace void pointers with int pointers. I don't remember why this was. This is just an issue I had with the, how do you call it? FFI platypus, which is what I was using for the FFI bindings in Perl, right? So yes, I did write this for Perl. I just showed you, yeah. So yeah, we had to do this conversion, but yeah, we only had to handle these few types. With ctypes, the Python module, we have to handle every single type. So yeah, way to go, huh? Way to go, fucking idiots. But anyhow, you're making me work harder, people. That's not fair. Anyhow, so I guess what I'm going to do is just do this with a straight up state and be done with it. So okay, let's just say case A. because this is going to be fairly straightforward. So basically, void star and string, we can just straight up convert like this. So just going to create a list. Okay. So we're going to do a capturing group. And actually I could just do this with a single one. Because I can use named capture. Yeah. Hell yeah, baby. So let's say case A. And we're going to have what? String. Oops, no. String void and this any number of times, at least one time, and more so then, but ideally just 2 or 3. And what else? Oh no, that would be about that. Okay. Right. Let's just say or case B, and this is going to be the bulk of what we need to handle, and that would be basically every last type. Okay. So char. Now, though this is not the best way to go about it now that I think about it, because I actually need to hook this with a list, with an actual list. I mean, what the hell? Let's just do it. Let's just do it with a list. Okay, that's fine. It's just pretty little things. Okay, so state type list. Let's just say this is. Actually, I'm going to do it with a QW. It's easier to do. So let's just say string, and we want that to be. Oh, I can do this with a dictionary. Neat. Okay. So string has to be C char P. Okay. Right. C char P. Void pointer. Oh, right. So this is why I wanted to do it with a regexec. Yeah. Just going to. Actually, let's just write the whole thing. So this mention of this equals just trace this entire thing. Okay. Then void pointer. What would pointer equal? That would be my question. Star C void pointer? Maybe. I'm not sure. Let's suppose yes. Okay. Let's suppose that's the right way to do it. What else? Right. So size T, that's ctypes. Size T. Yeah, this is very dull, I get it, but I guess I can make this a little bit faster, but nah. And yes, I'm going to be using this just because. Like, you might think, this is not so good, but you know what? We're still not handling type specifiers in here, so I guess I'm not going to handle onSign, but actually, yes, I'm gonna. I'm going to say uint, because passed by the type converter, it should always be uint, so uint 32t. And yes, we are targeting strictly 64-bit. And yeah, you know, and if in your platform an int is not 32, then you cannot use this, and that's that. Okay. I develop strictly for desktop, so yeah. Like I'm not going to offer support for platforms I don't even understand. Okay. But you know, if you do want to have the type conversion match the kind of types that your machine is capable of using, then yeah, you know, go ahead and do the type conversions yourself. I'm giving you the code. You know, just go and do it. All right. So that out of the way, let's just power through this, and this would be long and ulong 64 oh no, yeah, right, okay, so it's the same. Okay, so short u short, and that would be 16. And then char and u char, yeah. All right, so that's like the bulk of types we need to handle, and the rest are pointers, which is yeah, pain in the ass. Ugh, let's get on with it. Okay, so basically it's a duplicate of these, but with pointer handed at the end, and we're passing around pointer, and I'm not going to do like triple pointer because that's going to be a mindfuck. And I'm actually not sure if this one is correct. So, tell you what, I'm going to test it first, and then I'm going to add the type conversion, because else I'm going to make a fool out of myself. Okay, so let's just say 3 pointer. You know what? You know what? Because this is just repeating myself so much, and I hate it. I'm just going to import all names in ctypes and be done with it. Okay. All right. Okay. So we have this, and what I want to do is say pointer all of this, right? Now, why is there like a type for boy pointer and not like a type for, you know, int 16t pointer? I don't know. You tell me. I'm never going to be passing around this kind of thing, but I will be passing around float pointers. So yeah. Actually, pointers to float buffers, that I would definitely be doing. So yeah, let's get for that. And actually, char pointer this one we're already handling this way. Oh, I don't know what the white string equivalent is. Suppose it should be C W char T, something like that. Huh. Well, I don't want to have to Google this out, so I'm going to add it later. Okay. All right. This one I would have to handle because I don't have like a uString class, I believe. Huh. Maybe I do. Fuck. I don't know. Well, I'm going to leave it for now. So yeah, this is basically the bulk of the work I have to do. Just writing classes, just writing lists. The actual code that will be doing the conversions is not that complex. This is just time-consuming boilerplate that I have to write. Okay. Okay. All right. So okay. This should get us somewhere at least. You know, it's good for starters. There are a lot of types that I'm not handling here. I'm not even thinking about handling any kind of type def or structs. Yeah, we'll do that later. But you know, just for starters, we should be able to test like a basic library using this. Okay. So for my key in a type list, I'm gonna have to do. Oh no, actually, I don't have to iterate. I can just say if exists type list, actually type hash, actually types, type. So if this is one of the types we are, one of the types we care about, then we have to do the replacement. Okay. Easy peasy. Okay. And we just return type. All right, done. Okay. Let's see how that looks. Okay. And I suppose just print out the name, the function name, return type function name, and then just print out list of argument types. Okay. Yeah, that's good enough. Okay. For starters. Okay. Arg types. All right. Let's do that. Okay. All right, so the conversion is done. Now we do need to handle nihil, right? And this is not one that I want to handle because it's basically, well, I mean, you likely know at this point, nihil, that means void nihil void. So what is that? It's a function taking no arguments and returning nothing, okay? More specifically, it's a pointer to a function that takes nothing and returns nothing, okay? So that's nihil. Okay, it's nice that I had all of the conversions done, but the bad thing is there are certain types which I'm not entirely sure how to handle in ctypes, right? So I know how to handle them in Perl. I'm not sure how to handle them in Python. So yeah, I'm going to have to use a different file, I guess. But yeah, just to get this off the ground, let's just pretend that we have a good way to handle nihil, okay? And yeah, we'll just throw it away later on. All right. So okay. Suppose what I want to do is import a what do you say? Not import. I want to create a class for each one of these libraries. So let's just doodle about on what such a class might look like. I suppose it should be class live or something. And suppose we have a bunch of suppose we would have a methods list, right? But I want to reference them by name. So now we would actually need to just write the list of names, okay? We would have to write the list of names and just assign them none, right? Because we need to do, and I shudder at the thought, but yes, we would have to use a little bit of a forward declaration so that then we can later import these names and just call them. Though I guess I could just write them onto the list and just say library function, right? But we would still have to do a forward decl. It's terrible, but yeah. Then we would need a class method, right? Class math. We need a class method to initialize all of the methods that we have in here. Okay. And because we already know all of the names and types, we don't really have to take anything in here, so it's just empty. Which basically, let's call it knit. And what do we do with knit? Okay, so we have to go through names and do the wrapping stuff. So that looks like this. Exactly like this. I don't even have to make it a function. I can just do this and then just say name I'm not going to be doing that. Not anymore. Yeah. It would be. All right. So I need to create the library first. Okay. So that would be this. Okay. So this would be fn, right? So I need to do fn name, and this is the library, right? Okay. So fn name, right? So we have to. If you are confused already, don't worry. The thing is, we have to assign this, and this is what we have to find. Okay. So we have to find by the name of the function, right? So this would be like the stringified, right? So the stringified name of the function, we have to assign it to a variable named like the name of the function, because we want to access it by name. So then we have to do. All right, we can just say fn, and that makes it less strange. Okay. Then we can say fn, okay. And yeah, arg type, and yeah, we need arg. Okay. And in args, we don't really need to pass in the names. It's just something that I think is pretty cool to do. So yeah, we can just say types. Now, I would like to just write a function for these, right? So make it a def. Okay, so def fn, and just use arg names, right? Now we couldn't really have defaults, not just yet, not with the data that we have. But I mean, shit, we could try. It would take a little bit of work. And give me a second. Found this between the cables. So anyhow. It would be cool to just have this with default values, right? I can try that. So default values. It would be nice to have that for each function. It's not quite visible, not with the, because in C we don't have that, so, and it's not without compiler extensions. So yeah, there are no default values functions to start with. So just like, yeah, I would have to invent them, and yeah, it's not something we can do. So well, I guess we're not going to have default values, but we are going to have the argument names. And I guess I would use this sort of wrapper just to, how do you say? I guess I would use this in order to do any kind of processing that I need to do, because here's a little bit of the thing. When calling ctypes functions, we do need to do like this little bit in order to create like an array. Actually, like, yeah, it's an array and it's not an array. You know, it's a list of array pointers, right? So a pointer to array pointer. It's a char pointer. Okay. So in order to do this, or any kind of pointer, we do kind of need to do this. A pain in the ass, but yeah. And I would rather have a wrapper function that does this kind of boilerplate work than just have the user do it, because that's just annoying. It's just annoying. and I don't want to. So yeah, we do have to have the names forward deckled on the inside and on the outside. So yeah, what we are going to do is then in here in the FN itself, in the definition itself, we're going to be calling it from live FN. We're just going to be calling it with the args, and in here we do any arg conversion stuff, you know, like if we have to convert any strings into, well, basically into C strings, right? So Python strings to C strings, or any kind of, or any related kind of nonsense. Yeah, we just do it in the wrapper, and that's a wrap. Yeah. Okay, so let's see. Okay, so an hour already. Okay. No, I'm serious. Excuse me. I'm gonna have to sit down here for a second. All right. So first things first. For every one of these, I guess. Oh no, I have the name. Okay, so we're going to be using this. So okay, the first things first, we need a string, and I'm going to. This is okay. And I have to be very careful with the indent, because again, Python, absolutely the most stupid language in the world, has significant indentation. So incredibly stupid. But anyhow, like, yeah, like I will unapologetically bash Python for this, because it's so stupid. It makes no sense. You know, just add curlies, man. I mean, shit, my language doesn't use curlies, and it doesn't have, you know, my language doesn't require curlies, and it doesn't have to use significant indentation. It's like you have to be stupid, you know, to make that part of your language syntax. But anyhow, we're just going to say that class and name of the library. And we need to have the list of, so I can't do this just yet. Okay, let's just put a placeholder in here. Let's say so name. Okay. Oh, I can say lib name, no? The same thing, it's just a placeholder. Okay. And I would have to write in here, I want iter names, and iter names equals none. Okay, and then what else? Oh, I do have to escape this and this. Okay, and I would have to implement iter, but that's not so difficult. Right? No, it isn't. Okay, so let me just show you real quick. What was that? Okay. Anyhow, it's not that difficult. Let me just show you. Okay. we want to detect escape this, and we're just going to escape the colon just because, and we find iter, and this would be like the basic command. Okay, and so we take iter, and then we have to capture what variable is provided for iter. Okay, so we just escape this and just take give me a sec. It's a named capture, so we have to say var. Okay, we take var, and this would be just a valid name. So just well, I guess I could pull this from my variable, but whatever. It's going to say A to Z, oh, actually I can say W. Ha, easy. Okay, and then it's just the same thing, but including numbers, and that's a, well, not a plus, a asterisk. Okay, and that's a wrap. Okay, and so then I know which variable I have to pull from. So then I can then just do that with an eval. Right. So we have to detect that from code. So I have to say code as let's just pick iter and replace that with basically nothing, I guess. Let's just say cut. If actually I can just say it like this. Actually, I should do it like this with a while. Yeah. So okay. With that, well, I should take the, right? It should be this thing. Is it the minus or the plus? I can never remember. I think it's the plus. Okay, so the, so my the name, that's the, and I can actually evolve this. So yeah, it's all, it just has to be an array. So yeah, I can just say evolve the, okay? And basically that will give me this very thing. Yeah. So now I have the array, I have to iter true, and so now I can just say for my x and r, right? And now for x in r, there should be something I have to do. So let's just say x equals none, and let's just capture that, okay? It will be iter, then one or more spaces, then the var, and one or more spaces, and then the run, okay? And I guess this would be basically everything until the closing escape. Okay. So then I can just close that with oh no. Okay. Pause and then this. Okay. All right. Because this sequence is never going to occur in regular code, so yeah, safe. All right. Okay, so now the thing is, I do have to print this, right? So I do have to print this out. So I guess I'm just going to do it the cheap way and say fh. Yeah. Okay. Right. So I can do it like that. Yeah. And so that basically this will iter through names, and for every one of those we just print this. So that is just one way I thought of, like, right now, to embed this thing in a string so that it would be easier to do. Okay, so let's just copy and paste that. All right, because we do need a copy of this in both sides. I guess the side on this one we could probably discard it or something. I don't know. Yeah. Okay, so this was a long tangent, but you know, it's a tangent I can later use for something. So yeah, keeping it. So now, let's separate this for a second. After I have all of those names, what I have to do, and oh yeah, I have fucking indentation. Anyhow, which means I have to. Oh, bullshit. This is bullshit. Okay. All right. Okay, so we have to say def and actually make this a class method. Let me just cancel the interpolation in yes, because if I have to escape every last of these symbols, I'm going to go crazy. Okay. All right. So this is a class method, and I'm just going to say defnet, and it takes nothing. And what does it do? It has to do another iteration. First, it needs to create the library. It has to do the load library stuff. Yeah. Oh, so it should take a path, but not really. It should already know the path. So that should be. I guess I can just slap it in here. Huh. Like, I guess the path should be relative to where the Python module itself is, right? Like, they should be in the same place. So yeah, let's just do this with another placeholder. And well, I guess I could just say, can I do file like this, or do I have to capitalize it? No. All right. Oh, yeah, precisely this. Okay. Nice. I have to do that in order to know the base directory of the file. So let me see if this is correct. think not, actually. I think I want to go up to -1. Or do I? I mean, I want to stop before the last element. So is the -1 inclusive or is it exclusive? This we'll find out. Let's try this. Python E. Oof, now it's impossible. Let's just enter the Python console and do it outright. Okay. So my S should be path to file. Okay. Print S, path to file. Okay. So now I want to say this thing join S split at this thing from 0 to -1. Okay. Oh, all right. So this is correct. Okay. All right. Okay. So this is how you get the base path of the file. Okay. Nice. So, thank you, Python. So, all right. We can get the base path, and so we can just say load library root plus the name of the library itself. I guess I should add in this the .so. Let me check. Live so name.so. Okay. What else? We have the function itself. Now what? We have to do another iter, and this time we need to do a little bit more than just print a single line. Easy. Now the problem is, actually, I have to break this up a bit now. What space does it have here? Okay, so I need to get the initial right. Okay. Okay. So I want to say I had doodled this a second ago. Okay, so it's this bit. Okay. This thing is done, this thing is done. Okay. Alright. So we're almost there. Okay. Almost there, you know, so to speak. Okay. So we are iterating through names, and so we know that name is just X in this case. Okay. And oh yeah, I'm gonna have to do this like in a separate iteration just because it's trying to grab from a different thing, at least for the types. Ooh, this is a mess. I thought it was going to be a little bit simpler the way I was going to do it, but for some reason I decided to use this little mechanism. So yeah, now it's a little bit more complex, but actually not that much, because I can just write it as if it were a code with some placeholders. So yeah, that's actually not that bad. Okay. I guess what I could do is just turn this into a string, right? Rather than doing a straight up evaluation, I can just turn this into a string. Then just append to the REPL, like so. And then just take care of the cut with the REPL, okay? Oops. Yeah, why not? Let's just escape everything, you know, you never know. Just escape everything, man. Yeah, okay. So basically, we build that string dynamically. There's not that much mystery to this. Basically, we find this particular pattern. We find the list provided within that command, so to speak, and then we just grab grab the string that was passed in there, just use that. But I guess I'm going to evaluate it. Okay, so I am going to evaluate the expression in order to generate the string. Okay, so for instance, in here we have like all of this, and so what it's going to do to evolve this is to give us this thing as a string. So, okay. Now the problem here is that I have that fun name shit. So yeah. Actually, I have to say X. No longer a problem. But yeah. Oh no. Oh, there we go. There we go. There we go. Okay. Done. All right. But I do have to get the indentation right, which is a pain in the ass. Let's see. I'm at 4. Okay. Significant white space. Isn't technology beautiful, eh? And I do need a semicolon there. Why write code like this? Because it's easy. It's easy for me, you know. Basically, the idea behind these tags is that this is just something that I work a lot with regular expressions, and when you do that, your brain starts doing weird shit, right? And so one thing that came into my mind was that I wanted a clear syntax for both embedding placeholders into code that I could then later replace, and the other one was for embedding a certain code that needs to run in order to create that generation. And so basically I invented this syntax just because I knew that it's something that doesn't exist in any language that I know, right? So this escape, I don't know any language besides mine that uses this kind of escape mechanism. So yeah, it's just a sequence of 4 characters that you would never put together. right? It's a sequence of characters that in no language that I know of you would put these 4 characters together, except in Perl. In Perl, dollar semicolon is an actual fucking variable. Can you believe that? In Perl, this is a variable, right? So like, how, right? But yeah, no. I'm not doing interpolation, so it doesn't matter. Anyhow, put that in the next line. I have to do a separate iteration in order to do the return type and argument types, okay? I mean, unless I... I would have to extend the iter syntax a little. Like, I would have to say... Right, so I have to make that into a little bit of an array. But I mean, doing a parallel iteration of 3 arrays is like I could do it, but it fucks with my mind, so I'm not gonna try it just yet. Okay, I'll leave it in a to do. So yeah, let's just, we basically have to repeat this. Fuck. I do need to do a, oh fuck man, I do need to iterate to the damn thing twice. Oh, because I need this name, yeah. Okay, then parallel iteration it is. Okay. So names should look like this, okay? fn0, fn1, fn2, whatever. Then R types should just be return type from function A, return type from function B, etc., etc. And then og types is just a string. These are all strings, right? But here you have type 0, type 1, and so on and so forth, right? So we just have to basically take one element from here, one element from here, one element from here, paste everything, and then go to the next one. So parallel iteration. So okay. All right, we can do this. Forget about this. We have to do x rest type equals, say, y. Actually, I should level them with 0. So x is too common a name. Let us say I'm going to use x now. Fine. Okay. And this would have to be a string. And oh no. No. That's fine. It's fine. It doesn't need to be stringified. Okay. So just a little you have to do a little adjustment. So the arrays are the same size. The arrays are of the same size. Okay. So that's gonna have to be the rule. The arrays need to be of the same size. So we can do this. Okay. And this will give us like a big old array. Comma and loop back into that. Okay. Something like this. Might work, might not work. We'll figure it out. Okay. How long? Oh, half an hour and a half. This is crazy. This is fucking crazy. Okay. Oof. I have to admit, I'm a little bit of losing my mind in here. So. If I'm going too slow, that's why. I am losing my mind right now. And I began the video by saying this is not that complicated. I did. I did begin by saying this is not so complicated. Yeah. Like it really isn't. I'm just doing it in a way that might be more complex than really needs to be. Because you know, and I just noticed this, right? Like I'm trying to write the sort of like the format of the code in a way that then I can just replace things just like that, which is super convenient because then I can write like a very short format, but at the same time it's just incredibly inconvenient because yeah, as you can see, it's not so easy to do that. Well, Let's do it like this. So what I have to look for is slightly different, but not that bad. Okay. So the thing is, the only complication here is now I have to do this for other ones as well, but it's fine. The idea is that we say give this name, this key, to every element of this array that we're iterating through. And so then we can just say say x, or basically key, right? So, it's kind of hard to read, I'm sorry. But we can say sigil key equals shift array, right? Something like this. So I can actually do this with an evolve, right? So yeah, it's just it's just slightly, it's just weird to think about it, but yeah, it can be done. Okay, so what we have to be looking for actually is what I'm gonna do is I'm just going to say fuck you, and I'm just going to say fuck you, and just straight up iterate through a long ass list. Okay, so what are we going to do is just say tuk tuk and give me everything within these parents. Okay, everything that is not a closing parents, just give it to me. Okay, so all right. So this is the cheap way to do it, right? This is the cheap way to do it. Just give me everything within the parentheses and shut up, right? But yeah, I can write the hash as I want it and just get it, right? So it's easier. I'm basically writing the operation that I want to do. Okay. And that's that, so we create the declaration of that hash and we evolve it. That's that. And then we just have what we have to generate for every iteration. So the one thing we have to do is we have to how do you say, oh shit, you have to get the count. In order to get the count, and this is actually a hash now, so we have to get the key count. Okay, so my count would be in is ht, right? And so now we know how many arrays we have. Based on how many arrays we have, it's how we have to do the iteration. Furthermore, we actually do have to make an evolve in order to do this iteration, because now we are generating the code that we are We have to generate the code to run the generated code. Oh shit! This is too much, man. This is too much. Anyhow, let's just do it. It's not that hard. Okay. Suppose that we do. Oh, but I do need interpolation. Ah. Okay, give me a sec. So I need a format here. I'm just going to say my format. And we do want interpolation this time. I think I have to do it like this to get that. I don't exactly remember. Anyhow. No. Wait. Because basically what I need to say is key equals shift from array, right? So, I am over engineering this like mad. I really am over engineering this, yeah. I mean, it's nice on one hand because I get to have like a very short format that I can write. On the other hand, it's it's a chicken and egg problem, right? Like with generated code, at some point you need to have code that you write yourself, and it's not generated because something has to run the generated code that is not generated. So fuck. So, yeah. Just a common day for a Perl hacker. Just another day in the life of the world's snarkiest Perl hacker. So anyhow. Okay, so basically we need to generate this little bit. I guess I could say for my ref in values h and I don't know why I took the count. Maybe I don't know. But for each one of my refs, you know what? I'm just going to go to the keys, okay? Because I do need that key because I'm building my loop, and that's another node string. So loop, I have to append key, and to that the equals if from I can say it like this. There we go. So my sigil name equals shift from, and I guess I can just reference it straight up. So I can just say Yeah, and that's a wrap. Okay. And now I just have to wrap this thing into now I just have to wrap this thing, yeah. Okay. Now, yeah, this parallel iteration would only work if the arrays had the same size. If you don't have that, we have a problem. Yeah, but whatever. So now I can say that loop. I can now equals this, and I have to say I'm just going to queue it this time. Q dot loop dot queue, right? Because I need to close this. So it should be that while I guess I'm just going to look for like the first one. I don't know. Now we actually know what we should do is just so I have key, and so I can just say right. Look, write this as it is. Let's say HC equals whatever. Guess I do need the count after all. Have dot equals are you confused yet? Are you confused yet? Okay. If I less than our count, then we need to add a and to the loop head. Okay. And okay. Hopefully this will make more sense in a second. How do I know this works? Because I do. How do I know that all of this how do I know that all of this madman rambling works? Because I do. Okay. You know, people take me for a people think I'm a junior developer, right? And I can look at this shit and make sense out of it, you know. And people think I'm a junior or something. Like, yeah, like you don't know who you're talking to, like, at all. Anyhow, okay. So we have the loop have generated. And we have the initializer, right? So basically, what we are doing in the loop head is we are checking. So we are saying that the loop has to run while we have elements remaining in all three, well, or in all of the arrays that we have. Not necessarily, they wouldn't be necessarily three. In this case here, they would be three distinct arrays, but in this case in here, yeah, they wouldn't. And let's say x0 just to be consistent with our naming convention here. Okay. Okay. Oh, but what was that? Oh man. Okay. Oh god. All right. So, basically, we are checking that all elements, that all arrays still have elements left in them. Okay. So we are iterating until one of the arrays runs out of elements to shift. Okay. I guess that. Huh. Like yeah, that's good enough. Right? Like the ideal scenarios where all elements, all arrays have the exact same number of elements. But if that is not the case, then off you go. Okay. So all right, and then we're just for every iteration we are shifting into a distinct variable named after the hash key, right? So we say the hash key is the name of every element, right? So basically this translates to x0 equals shift from names, right? So that's basically that. So actually shift from this reference. Okay. So basically this. So it translates to that, okay? And it does this for every element. And then it checks that while names and what is the other one? Types and so on, that while all of the while the element count in all of the arrays is greater than 0, that we will continue iterating. Okay. So how do I know? No, like how do I know this works? Because I do. Okay. Like, can you believe it? Okay. So all right. And so basically now we don't have to do this. What we do have to do is append something more to the loop. Okay. It's basically for each one of these variables, we do need to have a REPL line. Okay. So the REPL for replacement, we have to append the generated code, which is this run thing right here. Right, but we need to know what the values are. And so we would have to have this inside of the loop body. So okay. Let me rephrase this. Okay, so this should be loop head, this should be loop condition, right? Right? That nice? Okay, cool. So, then we have to close the condition. And just close the iteration there. And then we just say oops. I do need this bit, I'm sorry. I got confused there for a second. So okay, we close that off, and so we say loop condition dot loop head dot loop, and we have all of this. There we go. And if we're lucky, that should write all of our code to replacement and do basically what we told it to do. Okay. So all right. Now that's halfway taken care of. We would need to find a way to do the argument conversions in here. So I'm not entirely sure how I want to handle that. And because I'm not entirely sure how I want to handle that, I guess I'm going to leave this one off the table for now. Alright. So I guess now what we have to do is build these arrays. So that's easy. We already have the data right here, so let's just do that. Okay. All right. So oh, it's a push, I'm sorry. I need this as a string. Yeah. I'm just going to join through commas. Okay. So this whole has to be an entire string with a list of all the stuff that I need. Okay. This is just impossible to read. Okay, now, you know what? Fuck you, Conway. Fuck you. I'm going to not use the Q this time, okay? Alright. Okay. Types, arg types. Okay. All right. So I might have forgotten something in here. Oh yeah, I have to replace the dimensions of so name. Yeah. It's all right. No problem. Just look for this. Escape everything just in case. See, and we just replace with so name, and that's that. Let's print out the code. Okay, so we might get a few errors here and there, but should be pretty good to go. Okay. Aha. Okay, so do I have a comment? Unmatched. Okay, I'm game. Oh, yeah, yeah. That's right. Enough arguments for push. 691. Oh, put that comma there by accident. Okay. All right. So I have loop. Yeah, which is not correct. That should be loop body. All right. So not too shabby actually. That's not so good. So it wrote me like just the first part of the thing, which is disappointing. Like right after the first iter, it just died. Ah, not so nice. Just checking. Okay, so you know what? Okay. All right. I would guess it took all of this and mangled it up for some reason. Let's just dig deeper into it. It doesn't. This little bit here doesn't matter. Just because. Okay, so the original is fine. So my processing for some reason is deleting everything. So I would suppose it's something to do with the fact that I'm not capturing. Is it? Nah, I don't think so. Because I am capturing here to these two named ones. So let's try this. Let's actually print the matches and see what they're like. Okay. Because the fact that code is being replaced, what that's telling me is that the match was successful, right? So this was matched and it was replaced and the cut was removed, right? So the cut was removed, but REPL was empty. Okay, if REPL was empty, that means that there was an error somewhere. So that's just that. So let's print out these, and we'll see how it looks like. Okay. Okay, so that's correct. Let's see the run. Okay, so it matched like everything else. Okay, so that's what. All right, that's not so difficult. What we have to do is we just forbid. I guess we would have to forbid. Hmm. Give me a sec. Right. So, right, it just goes like right to the end. I need a look ahead. I need a look ahead. Yeah. Well, I can just actually forget about look aheads. I can just do it like this. In a more classic fashion, okay? So basically, you forbid semicolons, and but if you encounter a semicolon, you say, okay, a semicolon that is not followed by the closing angle bracket, and if it's none of those things, then it's just one of these, okay? Simple. So yeah, right. So like the two special cases, and then just anything if it's not those two special cases. That should actually work. But not really. Okay, what gives, man? Uh, well, I guess I could just do it like this, no? Yeah, I could. Try. Still the same problem. Comment this out. Oh. Oh. Okay, so my bad. Let's try that again. Okay, so now it is matching everything again. So yeah, here's the problem. So no results. Do it like this. No results. Okay. So that doesn't match, which is problematic. Okay, so this is getting difficult. Oh God. Okay, so 2 hours. All right. So I'm going to. I want to fix this and just finish the video. So the problem we have is that for some reason I forgot how to correctly detect the end of the. I forgot how to correctly detect the end of the escape. So yeah, that's giving me a little bit of trouble. I mean, you know, just anything that is not a new line should be good enough to match. Actually, so why isn't that good enough? Because it doesn't match. Like what? You know? Okay. So let's see. I know that the vars bit is fine because I checked that and it gave me the correct result. So it's run that's being problematic. Wait a minute. Okay, then we matched something, right? So I guess we want to take at least one, right? In this case, greedy. Okay. There we go. Okay, so there we have something. It's not the full match, but it's something. Okay, so we can work with this. It's kind of weird that I had to use that. I guess it has to. I guess it has to go recursive. But that's it's fucking weird, man. And I mean, this one is so simple. This one is so simple. Why can it not get it? It's like, why? You know? Uh, huh. Well, I could just take, because I can more easily just find everything that is between the escapes. I already have a method for doing that, don't I? Yes, I do. Pretty sure. It should be in hacks. Yes, I have a hacks folder. So now, yeah, this one should do the trick, because here it's oh, it's not this one, it's the other one. The other one. The other one, there we go. Okay, so this one is handling the escaping of the sequence itself, but actually I don't quite need it. Oh no, yeah, I do need Delm 2, yeah. I do need Delm 2, which means that I made a mistake. Just bear with me for a second. Oh, this means I have to do 2 changes. Okay, let me just do them real quick. Delm 2 and beg end, and yeah, that's correct. And which means I was using Delm in here, didn't I? Yeah. Delm, and so Delm sub Delm. Okay, so this one is broken probably. No matter. Let me just over here close this. Okay, and I need to go into my syntax generator folder and look for the preproc bit. Okay, here we go. So this should be including the pscape bit. Okay. I'm just going to do it like a very simple way. I'm not even going to call Delm because that function is fucking broken. So yeah, I'm just going to do it like this. And take anything and then just this and this. Okay. Escape that. And this is for another regex engine. So yeah, whatever. Yeah, I guess that should be fine. We'll see. But anyhow, this is just for syntax highlighting. It's not important right now. Anyhow, so let's just get it from Shul, okay? Wait. I can just get it from the langdef itself. Wait. I'm just going to take it from peso because there I know that this definition is always going to be the same. Let's include that. Okay, so I can take the definition from there, and I can then just keep escaping, consuming those escapes. And what I should do is just take everything in there. Does the resulting thing give me like the whole stuff? I guess, yeah. Okay, let's just fucking try it. I'm just I'm just going to do it like this because it's easier to do. Okay. And I guess then I can just split right up. Yeah. So basically, say my command equals whatever I captured should be in the body. Okay. So dot body. Oh wait, let's just do escape body, and then let me just write it as esc. Oh yeah, just esc, right? So then we have the sequence itself, and I'm just going to read until the first how do you call it? Semicolon or space. So basically just give me from escape s, and let's just capture once again. Oops. And let's just capture everything that is not a semicolon or space as it is any number of times, and then when we get to that we just throw it away. Okay, so, semicolon. Actually it should be end of. Yeah, we should consider that as well, like the end of the line. Okay, let's do that, and yeah, that should be fine. So it let's actually check. Why is this highlighted all of a sudden? What the fuck? Oh, there we go. If this happens, I'm just going to what? I'm just going to throw an error. Okay, so let's call the error out. Press escape, and then odds would just be. Guess the escape. Nah. It's going to be no arcs now that I think about it. It's going to be fatal. And yeah, go die. Okay. Alright. So that's done. So now we know that my command is equal to this, because now we know that it is defined. And so for now we're just going to do if command equals iter. So now I'm going to do it like this. Just do all of this. Command, actually, let's do this, okay? Yeah, all right, so. Okay, I got it. We have to just take all of this one indentation level further, just not because if I don't indent it, it will crash, because, right, this is not Python. Just because it will be a little bit nicer to read if I indent it. Oh, I did it twice. Okay. Okay, am I hallucinating right now? What is this? I mean, dude. What? 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 Am I going crazy? What is going on? Oh. All right. Yeah, yeah. No, I was not. I was not hallucinating. All right. Just checking that the levels are correct because it's easier to read. But if I want to do this, for whichever reason, my program will not crash. All right. If I do this, my program will not crash. If I do this, my program will not crash. In Python, it will crash. In Python, this will crash. In Python, this will crash, and this will crash, and so many other combinations will crash. If you mix tabs and spaces in Python, it will crash. In Python, if you have double indentation, sometimes a for loop might run thrice times over, right? Because, significant white space, like genius fucking idea. So anyhow, like I'm going to trash, like people say bad things about Perl because because we use sigils and like and this kind of shit. Like I get it, right? Like yeah, but I'd rather what I'm saying is I'd much rather have this I'd much rather have this shit. I'd much rather have this kind of shit than significant white space. Is all I'm saying. Okay. No question, no question. Like this is just it's much better. Okay. But anyhow. So if I guess that what I should do later on is probably make this its own function, but anyhow, let's just leave it as it is for now. And then I'm going to do it like this, just like that, okay? I'm going to, oh no, now I can't do it like this because I consumed the entire fucking thing, which means that now I have to detect this name or just say else the command, replace it for the command evaluated. Okay, so my var, let's just say var this should that alone should work. Okay, so var, replace command by var, and that should be good enough. Okay. Oh, I put okay, I put a cut in there, right? Yeah. Now it makes no sense. Okay. Okay, so now I have to find these two. So okay, we already know the command, so now we have to find the ethos shit. So that was what? Oh, did I delete the regular expression? Oh. Oh, okay, that's not a problem actually. We can just detect that easy. So I guess basically I'm going to do like I'm going to do the same trick. but slightly different. Okay, so it's going to be something like this. So I have the name of the command from these earlier captures, and now what remains of the string escape what remains of that string should be the hash, the declaration of the hash, and then the string format itself. So yeah, I have to take that. And to take that, I'm just going to do. Yeah, I guess I can capture the thing itself. Okay, that's fine. And this, and just give me everything inside. Okay. Right? Yes. So I have to do XM, something like that, so that I will consider new lines as well. I think so. And I'm not going to fucking check this time. Like if this fails, we have a bigger problem. And you know, it's probably going to tell me if this doesn't work. So yeah. Okay, let's do that, and now whatever remains of escape is what we have to put in here. So basically, that's that. Okay, let's try it, and we'll see some errors. I told you. Top upgrading. Okay, so I made a mistake in SideGen apparently. What? Oh. Probably syntactical error, yeah, I forgot to. Okay, so I don't know why it has to rebuild everything, probably because I updated Shul and Lang, yeah, that must be why. Okay, so we have something I can actually work with. 702. Fuck. 763. Let's keep on going. Okay. Let's just forget about this for a second. Okay, so we have nothing because I printed out nothing. So let's see. Did we get the escape right? Okay, let's just do it like this. It did not match. Okay. Ah, fuck. I thought I really did thought that the outer part of escape was being just not taken into account, but for some reason apparently I cannot code. So yeah, let's get this shit over with. I'm tired, I'm crazy, and I want to go to bed. Not really. I don't really want to go to bed. I am crazy though. Oh no, just like that, and at the actual end, and this has to be at the beginning, and yeah, just destroy that, okay? Motherfucker. Like, how difficult is this? Come on. Just remove the thing. Just remove it. You know how to do that. Yes, you do. Oh, come on. Just stop. Fuck me. I hate it when it's doing this. Okay. Alright. You've... Okay, let me do it one by one. Let's see for a second. Why can't it just destroy that? What come on. I know. Because capture 0 probably doesn't reset. Is that it? Capture 0 doesn't reset and escape is actually empty? Is that what? Let's see. If this is undefined, it should tell me it's undefined. Motherfucker. So it's catching nothing in here, so that's one. So how can I match end of line within a group? Not a space. Well, actually, I don't need to match. What about this shit? Oh my god, I want to take a break. Like, right now. Oh, fuck off. Okay. For some reason, I cannot match this. What? What? Oh, because it has to consume this. It has to be greedy. It has no white space at the end. That's why. Is it? Yes, it is. Okay. All right. All right. Good. There's a problem. It's not matching. It's not matching the other scapes. Like, why? Just show me what the task is. Okay. Did I use Delim 1 for this? I think I did. Oh shit, okay. Yeah, Delim 2, okay. There we go. Fucking lang, man. Okay. Yeah, it's still not matching anything now, for fuck's sake. Because I have to escape the fucking thing. Oh god. I need to rescap. Okay. Let's do it like this. Just rewrite shoal. Actually, some hacks. God, my brain is dying. My brain is dying. Yeah. Oh, why? Why does one module make me I have to reveal the entire thing? This is stupid. Okay. Okay, so why doesn't this one match? Doesn't make any sense. Why doesn't this one match? Oh, because we are not multi-line, that's why. Right? Is it? Let's see. Fuck. Can't handle this. Come on. Okay. You just. Oh, but I do have to use this one. Okay. 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 God. I'm so tired. Okay, so I mean, there is something I have not thought of, and that it's basically like ruining the entire match. So it doesn't make a whole lot of sense. I'm pretty sure that. Oops, sorry. Pretty sure that if I were to write just it straight up, it would detect that one. Okay, what? Okay, so that does detect. And it detected iter by itself, which means that for some reason having the hash declaration embedded into the iter line is causing problems. which doesn't make any fucking sense actually, because it should just, maybe because it's encountering this thing in here and takes that as terminating the escape. Yeah, it was that. Okay, all right. So Delm is wrong, basically. Huh. Okay, I didn't expect that to be the case. I mean, like, really? Is that it? You know? Huh. I mean, I could just dead ass say, you know, screw you, and just say, take everything that is between these, you know, and just do that. You probably got anything than this. Yeah, I can do that. I guess I should say not this any number of times, or this and not this any number of times. Yeah, something like that. Be fine. Okay. Oh, actually, fix that. Ah, fuck, man. Okay, so that still doesn't match. It matches. It matches the common case, but not anything else. I mean, what? Like, what else? What else do you want me to do, man? I don't get it. What do I have? Do I have to group this up somehow? What's the fucking problem? You know, not a semicolon, right? And if you do find a semicolon, then a semicolon that is not followed by an angled bracket. This is not followed by angled bracket, then why can't you not capture this? This is stupid. This is fucking stupid. Just capture the fucking thing, come on. Oh. Oh, go fuck yourself. Yeah, okay. Okay, alright. Okay, so I had to make it recurse into itself. So that means this syntax is fucked up. Okay, so this time it's one less point for Perl, but anyhow. I have to make it recurse into itself. That's basically what. So this is basically trash. It's not trash, it's part of the method, but for some reason it doesn't match if I don't do it like this, which doesn't make any fucking sense whatsoever, but anyhow. like this, and I have to make it recur. Do all of that, or recur. So that would be going to body. Again, capture everything into body and just shut up. Yeah, of course, it leads to infinite recursion, you idiot. The entire thing. Just give me the entire thing. And no, that's not that. So okay, so in this case, I think it got it right. But then it just captured everything. So oof. Are we at 3 hours yet? Yes, almost 3 hours. Okay. Oh, well. Uploading this is gonna take a while, but okay, so I'm going to have a short break. I mean, the main problem here is that I'm trying to do this in a single sitting, right? If I was, getting up, having something to eat and all that, it would be easier. But I could cut the video into multiple parts, but then I would have to edit it, and it's boring. Like it takes a lot of time just cutting the video and then putting it back together, and rendering it. Yeah, it's gonna take long fucking while. If I have to do the editing, it's like, no, I don't want to make videos if I have to do any kind of editing. So, yeah. If I had money, I would just pay someone to do it. But yeah, I don't have money, so I can't do that. Story of my life. If I had money, I could, but I don't have money. Okay, that's infinite recursion. Okay, but we got to the fucking evolve. Finally. Alright, so don't actually evolve this, just print it out. Oof, I have never been so relieved to fall into infinite recursion. Let me tell you that. Okay. Ow. Ouch. Ouch. Okay. Oh, so I messed up. Let me just print out the first one, then I can debug the others. Okay. Let's get rid of the other stuff. Or actually, no. Let's not get rid of it. Let's just but it's all of this is oh, why? Why? Ugh. Do I have to escape every fucking operator or something? I don't know. I thought the expression was clear. No, it's matching. Why is it just skipping this? Oh, for fuck's sake. Uh, uh, the other way around. This one is look ahead. This one is to look back. This one is to look ahead. Okay, so let's try that. And that doesn't fucking work. All right, let's have to capture the whole thing. Okay. This. And that doesn't fucking work. Okay. I can't just capture anything, but if I say anything that isn't a semicolon, or anything that is a semicolon not followed by an angled bracket, that doesn't match. It's like, what? Maybe it's because of the replacement, yeah. Maybe. Let's see. Wait. Infinite recursion. Because I do need to match these. Yeah, no shit. No match. Okay, back to square one. That's not an empty escape. Fuck. Oh my god. Okay, so this. How long? How long has that the camera been facing towards the other side of the room? Doesn't matter. 3 hours. 3 hours of non-stop coding. I'm losing my mind. Yes. Okay. So, how long have I been trying to get this right? I had a this is the crazy thing. I had a function that was doing this just fine, and now for some reason that function doesn't work, and so I'm having to solve the problem again, and I can get it to work. Like, what the fuck happened? Has an update to Perl just ruined my code or something, or am I stupid? I'm probably stupid, but like, how come this doesn't fucking work? Like, I don't get it. I've done it like this for so fucking long. Why is it not working all of a sudden? Like, what? I mean, holy fucking shit. Let me just. Okay, so this should work, right? Let's just copy the thing. Oh, all right. I cannot copy it. I'll write it. Should be like this. Okay. Yeah. So that matches, and so but if I add spaces, that still matches. Dude, what the fuck? I mean, am I losing my mind here? Maybe because there is like new lines in the middle or something. Let's try. No, it still matches. Maybe because there's like spaces. No. Maybe because there is a string in the middle. You know? Still matches. Maybe because there's a new line and this. Maybe because of that. Now it doesn't matter. Okay, so that's why. But I mean, doesn't new line count? I mean, doesn't, you know, semicolon and new line count as being, you know, semicolon followed by something that is not a fucking angled bracket? New line is not a fucking angle bracket. Like, what are you talking about? You know? What is this? Holy fucking shit. Like, what? Do I have to make a group? Do I have to group it? Tell me. Do I have to group it? Come on. Like, holy shit. Yeah, that doesn't match. All of a sudden, this is like, I mean, what? What? It's a new line. But I mean, it's semicolon followed by something that is not an angle bracket. And this is semicolon followed by something that is not an angle bracket. It should match. It should fucking match. Oh, must be because after that there is... But I mean, it should match like up to here. And then when it comes to this... No? What? Oh my god. I don't get it. Truth be told, I don't get it. Like, you know, this group over here should match all of this, like up to here, you know? Oh, maybe I should do it like this. Now. Oh, wait, it's because... Oh. No, that doesn't match either. Well, fuck me, right? What is this? All right, I mean, I'm stumped. I'm stumped. Like, Nope, it's not. It's not because of that. I mean, this is. It matches. For fuck's sake, it does match. Then what? It does match. I knew it. It does, but it does match. It does match here, but it matches here, but it doesn't match here. Like what? What? What is this? Do I have to group it? Wait. This is some grade A bullshit. I can find no combination of this that will match in both cases. Like, I mean, why give me alternation? Why give me alternation at all? I can't use it. It's broken. I don't know. Either this is broken or I am broken. You know. But I mean, what's wrong about this? Anything that isn't a semicolon or anything that is a semicolon followed by this, followed by something that is not a closing angle bracket. Like if I put it by itself, it will match, but it cannot match both things. What? Ah, motherfucker. Motherfucker. I could swear this didn't used to be this way. I could swear, but now I don't know. Okay. This is so fucking stupid. Okay. Wait. Still not right. There we go. Oh my god. This took forever. Okay. Alright. That. I have to increment I before I make the check. And I have to add the sigil. Oh no, I do not have to add that sigil. Okay, and I need the semicolon. Alright. That should work, actually. Let's try it. Replaced it with auto nothingness. Okay. No, that's fine. Okay, what? What's that array at the end? So must be that it has that names has an array. That's a key. What the fuck? Doesn't show up when I do it like this. So what is going on? What is going on? Just what the fuck is going on? Hmm. Here's the key, then all of the values, then for some reason it adds like an empty array reference at the end. That's not right. That's definitely not right. Maybe because I didn't add the semicolon at the end, but I don't think so. Should be able to evaluate just fine. I mean, it can evaluate just fine, but it adds this array at the end. It has nothing to do with anything. What in the name of fuck? I don't get it. Right, so this array is the key. But that doesn't make any fucking sense. What? Like, where did it come from? It's not within the data. I guess it's because of the evolve. Uh, I don't know. And it's always in the same order. This is not right. Oh, I must be iterating. Ah, fuck me, I forgot. Okay, so if I was not this tired, that wouldn't have happened. Okay, so we have all of our data. Now let's just run this and see what happens. Aha, here's the problem. Alright, so now it should work. Let's see. Yep. Well, I told you. How do I know that this works? I just do. Okay. Ah, fuck me. I guess I forgot a dot. Nope. Not that. Let's do this. Yes, caveman debugging to the max. Yes. So loop condition. Fucking shit. And loop body. Okay. So that should be good enough. 3 hours and a half. God damn it. Okay. Again. What? Wait. So that takes care of that. Ah, so this is one. But this should have been evolved before. Okay, so it took all of this. Okay, all right, so I get it. Let's see. Huh. So it took all of this as being the oh, because I must be cutting up to a white space character. Nope, it's not what I'm doing. What? Come on, just give me the thing I want. Okay. Now it's right, so let's try this again. And if we fall into infinite recursion again, I swear to God. Okay. All right. Forget about this. It still didn't work, right? Because we are missing this bit in here, and we are missing the bit in here. But at least it does not recurse. Okay, so forget about the code for a second. Take a look at this thing itself. Okay. Hmm. Ah, I know. It's because I'm shifting from the list. So if I try to iterate multiple times, the lists are going to be empty, and so it's not going to, right. So I have to create a copy, that's all. Okay, it's easy. So actually we have to do it like this, I believe. So this would create a copy of the array. Okay, there we go. Oh my god. Okay, so I told you, how do I know that it works? I just do. Okay, so this is fucking, look at this shit. This is fucking crazy. Okay. So we still have a couple problems in here, but like the craziest part of the code is fixed. we do have to fix a little bit, a little thing in here. So for some reason, this part in here is not replacing right, which I don't get. Let's take a closer look. Okay. Oh, because there we go. The code. So yeah, boilerplate. Crazy, isn't it? I'm gonna have to make sure that it doesn't give me like double indentation at some points, because that's Python. And double indentation in Python is like it's problematic. It's going to ruin your code. Yeah. So yeah. But everything else fine. You see, like in here, like this shit, like in a proper programming language, this wouldn't be an issue. In a proper programming language, this wouldn't be an issue. So no, yeah, I know how to fix it actually. I have to do that, and I have to do that, right? Almost there, almost there. There we go. Okay, so here you go. So I embedded a parallel iterator into a fucking string, and I made it run. How do I know that it works? I just do. Fuck me. Oh, this is the shit. Okay. So yeah, like there's still the issue that we would have to, rather than reference self, I would like to reference this thing itself. This thing, rather than reference self, I would like it to reference itself now. Rather than using self, I would like to replace stuff within the how do you say this? Within the class. So let's see if I can actually pull this one off. So I just want the class method to override some of the class variables. I guess I could just rewrite the globals, right? But the thing is, I want the globals to be something else. Like, it's difficult. Yeah. Like Because I want to use the globals. I want to use the class attribute to hold the actual wrapper around the C function. and I want the global of the same name to just be a wrapper around the wrapper, because we might need to do some additional type conversions in there. And yeah, I would just like to call it by name, you know. But yeah, it's a little bit difficult to think about. I get it. But let's see if I can make that work. Not quite. Not quite. Okay. Okay then, so what we're going to have to do is we're just going to have to use self and be done with it. Okay. So it's going to belong on the instance itself, and yeah, that's going to have to be that. And so if we are going to have it on the instance, then it doesn't make sense to have that class attribute. We're just going to have to return the self. Okay. Okay. And so just return self, and that should be good enough. We just write all of that. Then basically what we're gonna have to do is make the self a global. Okay. So I get it. This is a lot of mindfuck, but yeah, it's boilerplate, so the user is never going to see it. Rightly, it doesn't matter, because you see, we have two versions of every one of these functions, and this one is going to be the actual wrapper around the C function. Oh, this should not be live, should be Well, I guess I could call it wrapper. I could say call, right? Something like that. Let's see. The thing is, I don't know if Python would let me assign a new. I don't know if Python will let me assign that value. Well, I can check that later. It's just an object, so it should let me, you know. I'm not sure. Because sometimes there are some inconsistencies with this. Generally, you can just take any Python object, any Python object, and you can just say dot something something equals whatever, and it just happens. And now that object has that attribute equals such and such value. Generally, that's the way it works, but some classes they forbid it. Because yeah, like I get it. I get like why that is a thing. It's kind of weird to just being able to write anything to anything, but I mean, like when the behavior of the same class is inconsistent across instances of the same class, and everything is an instance of object, and so all instances of object do not behave the same, and so right, so that doesn't make any fucking sense. That rightly doesn't make any fucking sense. So once again, object oriented is not all that. Object oriented is not quite as smart as it thinks it is. Yeah, that's just something we all know by now. But yeah, this is good enough for initializing the library and making the wrappers to all of the to all of the calls within. I do need to stringify this thing, so just do that thing. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, that more or less does it. I would have to generate I would have to generate a wrapper for maybe a smaller library and check different things. Uh, like for oh right, so I would have to replace void for none. That's another thing. I'm not sure if I'm not sure if this is valid for the argument types. Like I know that if you have void arguments, you have to pass it an empty list. Now, a list having none is not an empty list, and thus I don't know if ctypes is sophisticated enough to make that distinction. I'm inclined to agree it isn't. Likewise, here for some reason the replacement was not done. This isn't right, and this isn't right, because the rest type is not being converted. Okay, easy peasy. We just all right. So now it will be converted. Okay. So there you have it. So there you have it. Automatic. You know, at least halfway automatic creation of FFI bindings from C to Python. It only took me about 4 hours. Okay. All right. It could have taken me less, but it wouldn't have been quite as fun. So yeah, I'm absolutely done. So yeah. So yeah, like yeah. So that's that, man. That's that. All right. What I'm gonna do is I'm just going to test this like off screen, and once I have it like working decently, yeah, I'm going to just put up some actual working demonstration of the code. But there you go for the meta programming stuff. Okay, all right. This drove me absolutely crazy, but it's been fun. Have a good one and all of that. Goodbye.